Till I'm next.
Okay. I relaunched it again. So what do you see now? If you refresh it and see if it's back up.
Yeah, I'm refreshing it. I don't want to see anything. Okay, there you go.
All right, what does it look like?
You're at the start story
Okay.
arena.
All right. So what do you see?
Yeah, panicking. I see the beast. I see the lizard guy.
Oh,
I
okay.
see the girl.
So
Lizard guy.
let me start with the lizard guy because apparently they all have um, a story for these characters, but then after you could pick like if you just want to make your own story, like dwarf, elf, race, human, undead. So I'm gonna start from the first one, the lizard guy.
Famed, of course, for my unique red skin and unparalleled skills as a general of the House of War, I, the Red Prince, was raised within the vast palaces of the fabled Forbidden City. I was destined to become the next emperor. But my ambitions suffered a bit of a setback when I fell from grace for cavorting with demons.
Isn't this kind of spoiler?
Now, I'm exiled and hunted by assassins.
I think
I assure you,
it's just it gives you a better understanding of what you're going to get into.
and as determined as ever to
I
claim
mean,
my
if
rightful
you don't want to
throne.
see it, you don't have to. If you don't, for spoiler's sake.
I don't know. I don't know. I already know much about the first games.
I don't think it's tied between the two.
I used to be a slave, kept under the thumb of the master, the bastard that made me hunt down my own kin. How did he do that, you ask? With the living scar you see on my cheek, this horror that takes no more than a song sung by Master Dearest to control my very thoughts. But now the tables have turned. I broke my shackles, and when I finally find him, I will make them very different kind of song.
Once I was a crusader for the Divine Order. I pledged my life to Lucian the Divine. The war changed everything. He sent me to save the elves I grew up amongst. I arrived too late. Lucian ordered the use of Death Fog against the Black Ring, annihilating everyone I once knew in the process. Now I'm a mercenary killer, one of the infamous Lone Wolves.
Oh, it's so sad. There's no
My next target
JoJo episode this
is
week.
none other than
I don't want
Lucian's
this
own
episode
son.
this week.
Oh, really? There's no JoJo?
Yeah. Well, no. The episode was a recap episode. That had been dropped from episode 1 to now.
Oh, okay.
And then there was no One Piece episode. So like, god damn it.
I tried to stop her, but things don't always go according to plan. She cast me out to a forgotten island and made short work of my allies too. Lucky for me, I was able to commandeer a ship and began a new life for myself out on the high seas. Aye, but I hear that the Queen is at it again, and there's something darker behind her madcap schemes this time. If I don't stop her, I don't know who will.
All my life I've been a performer, a musician, beloved and celebrated by all. But I have a secret. I'm also a playground for sprites and spirits and... worse. The voice that rings inside me now is darker than any that came before. Almost caused a bunch of my fans to rip each other to pieces. But you can trust me. I've got this under control. Step 1. Find out who or what is trying to take control of my mind. Step 2. Make it sorry it ever tried.
She was like a character from The Witcher.
Don't stare. How would you look after eons in
girl.
some ghastly crypt? Your people are rather prone to death. Mine are not. Yet when I emerged from my completely unjustified imprisonment, I found them gone. Our culture forgotten. Any trace of the world I knew all but obliterated. I must even hide my true face beneath an ever-shifting mask for fear you savages will attack me. That is how I wander this strange world. Trying to uncover the truth about a history you primitive people never even knew existed.
Okay, so from here, there, if you don't want to do the storyline for the, because there's what, 6 characters of like main characters you could choose and just do their storyline, or if you want to just do your own, you could just make like a dwarf or an elf, a human, a lizard, an undead dwarf, an undead elf, undead human, undead lizard. So you just pick from that, and they all have like talents and what they can do and all that. I'm probably gonna go human, and there's different classes too. Like there's a fighter, there's an inquisitor, there's a knight, there's a metamorph, which is basically a druid who could transform using animals and like mysterious creatures and all that stuff. There's a ranger who uses bows and stuff. There's a rogue. There's a Shadowbane, who I assume is a
Assassin?
I think like an assassin that uses dark magic as well. There's a Wayfarer who uses crossbow but also uses magic as well, I think. There's a witch. There's a wizard. There's a battle mage. A cleric. A conjurer. an enchanter, and that's it. So there's a lot of classes you could be. So I might go fighter because I like going like tanky. So I'll definitely be a tank. Let's see. Do I want to be a dwarf? Because I love dwarves. I might... No, I'm gonna be a human. Yeah, I'll be a human. And you can change the appearances, of course. I wonder if there's a paladin class, but I'm assuming that's what a cleric is in this game. You watching your anime?
Oh, you know.
Guess I could hear it.
How? The hell?
I hear a bunch of weeaboo Japanese shit.
I'm ready. I'll yield to none.
Yeah, no?
Yeah.
Nice try. I'm ready. Nice try. Try again.
Okay. I want this guy to be tanky, but with a little bit of damage. Warfare. Warfare increases all physical damage you deal. Increases damage bonus with high ground. From high ground. Scoundrel increases movement speed and boosts your critical. Pyrokinesis. Hydrosophethus. Aerotharga. And Gyromancer. I don't think I want Gyromancer. Increases all poison and earth damage you deal, and any physical armor restoration you cause. 5 physical armor for skills and potions. Ooh, that's pretty good. Provides 1 free attribute point per. Dual wielding increases damage and dodging when dual wielding 2 one-handed. Okay. Single hand increases damage accuracy, dagger, sword, and axe with a shield or empty hand. Okay. Actually. What's this one? I
many slots can you hold at one time? Character.
I think you can make multiples.
I see you have like 2 plus. I feel like a plus sign underneath you.
I think that's like if somebody else is in my part, because this is multiplayer, so like I think if you're playing with me, I will see what you're doing. That's why I presume it is. Retribution reflects received damage to your attacker. Ooh, that's actually better. Grants dodging resistance bonus to all allies and yeah. Retribution. Because I'm a tank. Increases all physical damage you deal. Okay. Civil abilities, I assume it's for non-combat related stuff, so I guess I'm always going to be bartering, so I would like to be able to talk to, so persuasion and bartering, I guess. Skills. Available skills, bounce shield. I guess crippling blow? No, battering ram. Rush forward in a straight line to a designated point, hitting all enemies in your path. Yeah. Yeah. A charge. I want to charge. And crippling. This one knocks people down. This one bounces to another enemy. Okay, yeah. Charge, stop, but okay, cool. Combat. Endurance gives you plus a critical chance, and can I not take that off? No, I have to. Thrifty. Okay, ambitious reduces the cost of using grenades and scrolls by when you're offering this rate. Nah, fuck that. Arrow recovery. Once per colony, if enemy lands a fatal blow, combat kid will help you bounce back to life with 20% life. If you die and resurrect in combat, combat kid will be. Oh, that's actually really good. Holy shit. Alright. Escapist. Increase the range of skills and scrolls by 2 meters. Does not affect your melee and touch range. Okay. 5-star drain doubles the effects of foods and potions. Okay. Hot-headed. While you're at maximum vitality, hot-head grants you an extra 10. That's good for range. Leech heals you when you're standing in blood. Oh wow. Living armor adds 35% of all healing you receive by skills or consumables to your magic armor. Okay. Lone Wolf provides +2 max AP, +2 recovery AP, +30 vitality, +16 physical armor, and doubles the investment points and attributes, up to a maximum of 40 in combat abilities, except polymorph abilities, up to a maximum of 10, while you're adventuring solo or with at most 1 companion. This bonus is temporary move when there are more than 2 members in the current party. Incompatible with glass cannon. So this is actually good for me and you.
Lone Wolf?
Lone Wolf, because it's like if you have like if it's just me and you, we get +2 AP, which is action points. Action points are what you could do per turn. +2 AP recovery, which means you get +2 more after you did your turn. You get +30. You get 30% vitality, +60% armor, and +60% magic armor, and doubles invested points and attributes. which is super good. So we get a huge boost. It's just me and you doing things. Okay. Parry master gives you 10% dodging while dueling. Picture hedge gives you extra vitality for every point in warfare. Savage ground drill, slingshot, torturous, unstable makes you walk it off. Resolve status, okay. Or rush, okay. Oh, and there's locked ones, okay. Okay. Soldier. Outlaw. Oh, you can pick a instrument? Like a musical instrument? Holy shit.
But you're a fighter.
I guess this is for like when we're in the camp and we want to like pass the time by music. Because there's no bard class.
Can you like customize the color and stuff of your armor?
I don't know. Maybe. But this is in the beginning part. I don't think you start off with all this pretty shit. Okay. Okay. This guy shall be known as Ubrid.
What's nice, man?
Ubrid. Nope, not that. Start game. Here we go.
It all happened like I knew it would. A single drop of source magic. And, like flies to honey, the monsters swarmed. The rebel panicked. The carnage
It reminds me
began.
of Magnificent.
A little bit.
And the magisters pointed their fingers at me,
I love the art so far.
just as I'd planned.
It's very what I call like game. That's
I
like how
was
much
shocked
time
and
I
collared,
like to play.
Mm-hmm.
and center fort joy.
Dragon Crown, there you go. Very Dragon Crown.
Yeah, a little bit.
I'd come here to kill Godwoken.
Oh no, the Aragonians are so sad. Every game, bro. Every game. Every game, the Aragonians are
Oh,
You're right,
shit.
bro. You're right.
From what I presume, actually, Aragonians are not that uncommon. The undead are the ones that are, like, bad juju because they're walking skeletons and they cannot walk in public without, like, a mask or a hood over their head because, you know, they'll scare
They
people.
Scare everybody. It's like how I like how like potions kill them and cure. And poison heal them and potions kill them.
Yep.
Easy now. No need to hurry.
Oh, it's voice acted narrative. Holy shit, that's really good.
You don't have to read. I'm so shocked.
You can read and hear at the same time. That's amazing.
Oh no, what happened to the stream? What are you showing right now on your screen?
Getting off of the bed.
Wasn't a dream after
Hmm?
I'm getting off of the bed. And I'm able to walk around now.
No, hold on. The screen. No, I lost you. I have to log back in. Let me try. There we go. It's so GT3. No, GT2. GTA 2.
Well, you can zoom in a bit. But you don't get a good layup of, like, the land. Oh, gold.
Oh, I got it.
Oh, boy.
Let's see.
I'm assuming go up the ladder, but I want to look at the place. Well, wait, more gold.
junk.
How to and point at the direction of the equipment panel to open it. Yep. Oh. Oh, you. Oh, wow. Okay. What? Okay. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Order from the guards to it. Report it has come to my attention again that several of you are bypassing this cargo hold security measures by sliding boxes onto the pressure plates. This will not do. The purpose of these measures is to acquire the presence of at least 3 magistrates at a change of shift. Any deviations will result in at least 1 magistrate getting thrown overboard. Make sure it isn't you. Magistrate Siren. Sun-soaked greens in the... Okay, what's this? It's a resurrection spell. Firestorm grenade. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Let's see. Aha! So I guess I do need crates. Okay. Ah. Here. You've stepped in oil. Oil source can slow you down and can also be ignited. Every server has its own effect. Okay. So there was another door on the other side. Maybe this key can open that.
Hello?
Yeah. You there?
Yeah, I'm watching. Everything's so small.
Yeah. I found you could like move objects. You could pick up almost anything. You can move them to slots and whatnot. You can even put a bucket on your head, and that's armor.
Yeah, you use that to hide your face if you're a skeleton, by the way.
Yeah, yeah, you could do that too. There's oil here, but I don't want to step into it. Well. Oh, there's a guard here. Oh, he's asleep.
Are you a prisoner?
Yeah, apparently I'm a prisoner.
How this girl's town?
Electric discharge scroll. I'll pick that up. You found it? Should try it out on a puddle of water or stream cloud and see what happens. Okay. This is water. And the guy's sitting on it. Okay. Actions. Hold on. Oh. Yeah, this is very Elder Scrolly. There's a ladder. There's a prisoner here.
Hey, get me out of this cage and I'll make it worth your while. You in?
I am carefully. Why is he in a cage in the first place?
Your guess is as good as mine. Someone screamed loud as a banshee. After that, pure pandemonium. They never even told me what I was accused of. Just dragged me down here.
Huh. Demand to know what exactly is in for you.
Set me free, and I'll set you free. A fair trade, I should think.
Oh, consider it.
Rot, fine blood. Rot.
The Magister Guard snorts and
rot
sniffles as he
fiend
speaks.
blood.
You're almost impressed that one man can make such a phlegmy racket.
Boop the guard's nose. Okay, I could either wake him up in various ways or just ignore him. See if I can use this lever.
Before you can even touch the lever, you hear a sniff and snort behind you as the snoring Magister mumbles himself awake. One bloodshot.
Oh shit, he's awake.
Another.
Is my shift over? Are you here to relieve me? Wait, you're no Magister. You're a sorcerer. What are you doing here, filthy scrounger? Choose your words carefully. My fists ache to meet a new face.
Sometimes you'll be able to persuade the person you are talking to. Your stats, and your persuasion ability will decide how successful you are. Okay. Tell the truth. You're snooping around. What's he going to do about it? What's... Tell him you heard yelling come from above. He needs to get up there. Finesse, laugh, and tell him. Okay. I presume Constitution since I'm a tank. Persuasion successful.
Damn. If it's not one thing, it's another. And no way I can trust those fools to deal with any nonsense on their own. Can't leave the prisoner alone, though. He's been nothing but trouble, I hear.
You'll keep an eye on the prisoner. You wouldn't dare cross you.
If it's all the same, I think it's best he comes with me. Some offense intended. You hear that, Emoire? We're taking a walk. Keep your hands where I can see them.
Okay, he's taking a prisoner with him.
Hurry up, sorcerer. We haven't got all day.
Oh, I guess I'm going with them too. Oh shit! Oh shit!
Somebody will have to take the blame for this, and it won't be me.
Oh fuck! This guy just attacked him.
No, he's attacking you.
Common divinity ranges played in rounds. Everything you do in a combat costs an action point or AP, which you receive each round. Your turn ends when you have no AP left. Okay. Hotbar. From the left to right, the order from the... Okay, so I have 2 turns. Courage. Electric discharge. Go up. I'm sitting right in the puddle, so I might as well just attack him normally. Take that. And take that. Oh, I missed. Oh, you missed. Oh, you hit me. Okay. Ooh. Mortal Kombat! Oof. Bitch! Oh, he had some gold on him. Okay. Oh, this guy's fucked up. Laboratory key. Okay, and some gold. Let's see what's in here. I assume that's it. This opens back here. Move a candle into the poison surface or set it on fire to blow up the door. Okay, I need a candle. Spoon. Nothing in the crate. Hold my hands. Didn't know you could place objects into containers. Highlight an object and press square. Okay. Pick up. Pick that up.
Empty.
Ooh, a minor healing potion. I'll take that. Now another minor healing potion. Okay, so to blow up that door, I need to throw a candle. Okay. Oh, the electric discharge.
You set fire to the green thing, will it blow up?
That's what I'm gonna use now. Throw item right here. Oh fuck! It wasn't ignited. Oh, oh, oh! Why did I do that? Oh, I'm on fire! Oh no! Water puddles right here. Oh.
You can't roll. You can't. What do you do when you can't roll?
I remember there was a water puddle back there, so I walked into it. I'll use this.
What that wasn't there?
Oh. Yep. Consequences and measures and all that. Okay.
Elegant solution, was it?
Can't find an herbalist nowhere.
A deck of cards. Oh, I'll add this to my wares. More cards. Okay.
I really wish Spotify works as good on my phone. It's so garbage on my phone.
What are you talking about? Spotify's great.
No, it's only good on the PS4, but garbage. The app itself is just so garbage on my phone. Every phone I get, Spotify, and it's just not me. Like everyone bitches about it. Spotify has issues, and the app itself has issues on the phone. PS4 it works amazing. I love it, but the phone is garbage.
Not for me. I use it all the time, and it works fine. I use it on my way to work. I use it while I'm working. Works fine on me. Huh. This game has a lot to do with more so than Pillars. And more gold. Because unlike Pillars, from what I assume, you can't usually interact with objects and such. Am I right?
Oh, Pillars?
Yeah.
Yes, yeah. You can't pick up stuff, well. Yeah, no, I think you're right, yeah.
Like in this game, you could like pick up a random ass crate and then just place it wherever. Or do you want to leave tutorial deck? Let me investigate this place a little bit more. Ooh, an egg.
Did you expect a needle?
A vase with nothing in it. A sack with nothing in it.
Shaking her fluffy coat, the sheep eyes you balefully, her rectangular eyes like letterboxes to the void. With one sharp hoof, she kicks you right in the shin.
So there's a ability, or if you were a metamorph, you could actually talk to animals.
Oh, nope, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that Animorphs.
But you could, you don't have to be a metamorph, you could actually just have that as an ability.
Okay, then I'm gonna have that ability. I'm gonna be Animorph and Beastmaster one. You're joking, you just hella intrigue me.
Oh boy. The sack here and nothing in it. So, from the races that you saw, which one do you think you'll be?
Honestly, I don't know. I think I was like really sitting there. You know me when it comes to creating a character, I get really takes time.
Yeah, yeah.
I spent like half a day creating.
I'm like when you get this game, like I'm probably gonna pick like start another character. There's empty vials here. Yeah, I'll probably make like another character and then I'll like use a character that's helpful with you. You know, a tank is always helpful.
One thing I do love about Pillars is the group. It's just like the group interaction. I love that so much.
I think that works in this game too. Like, I think if I could choose to play solo and not have anybody like follow me or having a party and whatnot, or it could just be like befriend people and they'll help me and whatnot. and we just go on adventures and whatnot. Okay, let's go up the ladder.
Did you see the R. Kelly thingy?
Oh, that shit.
It's kind of sad, though.
It's sad, but it's also kind of hilarious.
Yeah, the man's 52 years old, he can't read and write. I think that's sad.
Wait, what? R. Kelly's illiterate?
Yeah.
Nigga, what?
Hold on.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
Everything's spick and span. Nothing left to do, really.
Oh, dinner's ready. I'm gonna go to your side and let's do a salad. Hello? Yep. Oh, for real? Oh.
You think I'm joking too?
God bless the funk. Gotta love that funk.
Dallas is such a dear lending it to me. Did the murderer take him into this room? There you are. Not too tight, I hope. The collar, I mean. Oh, not to worry. Every dog has to get used to its leash. In the meantime, your next stop will be Magister William. All passengers have to be registered in the ship's manifest, and he's the chap in charge of the logs. You'll find him on the other side of this deck, in the officers' quarters.
This game looks more like I'll have more fun with it. Well, then again, I feel like all games like this, you know.
This game, I don't think so, because this game has so much management that, like, the Switch, I don't think can handle it. Yeah, it's a lot of management. Like, more like, well, actually, you know what? I take that back. It could probably handle it. You'll find him on the other side of this deck, and I mentioned that there was a little accident in the cargo deck. Prisoners dead. Magister below deck suffered a fatal encounter.
She frowns and peers at you closely, resting the back of one hand on your forehead and taking your pulse with the other.
Delusions such as these are rare, but not unheard of. I recommend a cup of mulled wine and another night's sleep. Just take it easy. Is he? Oh well. Some problems simply sort themselves, don't they? Dungeon? You have the gall to call my laboratory a dungeon? I'd be quite annoyed with you if you didn't look so honestly perplexed.
Index fingers pressed to her lips, she pauses a moment to give you a scrutinizing gander.
My word, you do seem a bit befuddled, don't you? Perhaps I was a bit too generous with that sedative. Oh well, I'm sure you'll soon gather your wits. Most likely. Eventually. In the meantime, all you need to know is that we're en route to Fort Joy. A new life awaits, and if you're a particularly good boy, perhaps a cure as well. An end to Source. Why, for my peace of mind, of course. Why don't you try casting one of those Source spells of yours? See what happens.
Currents of magic surge inside you, boiling, bursting, then breaking, only to fade back into your soul like rain into the earth.
My, look at the concentration on your face. All will, but no result. There you have it. See? The collar's function. It neuters you of sorts. Makes you unable to cast Source. For your own peace of mind, of course. Yours and the whole world's. You've been collared, and you've been told why. There really is no need for you to linger.
Good gods. There's been a murder here.
Behind the Magister, a bloodied mass lies in a heap. Gore and limbs lie at odd angles. You can't make out a face amid the mess.
Easy now. You're pain in the arse. Why don't you move along? Waters is investigating. She'll figure out who did it. Always does. It's a small ship. His name was Finn. Oddball. Looked at me like he saw something he wished he hadn't before he came here. We'll find out who did it, one way or another.
A young Magister stands pale and silent. Her knuckles whiten around her weapon as you pass.
Ugly sight, isn't it? Burns me up this happened under our protection. We're extremely lucky no Voidwalker followed the source that did this. Finn didn't see it like that. He was desperate for us to help him. Two things scared the living daylights out of him. His own shadow and his own source. We'll find out who did this. Speaking of...
She looks up at you with a mirthless smile.
I was on duty in your room when the murder happened. You were asleep the whole time. Didn't even stir. You're one of the only indisputably innocent people on the ship.
What do you mean murder happened? Wow, this guy. Tell her that this I meant quite. Take the second one, Thunder.
I'm a little ahead of you.
Oh, okay.
You're one of the industrial innocent people on the ship, unless you could commit murder in your sleep, of course. Shrug has said maybe you can. You are a sorcerer after all. Tell her that's a trick you haven't quite mastered. As if she's investigating her fellow magistrate. Wanda could easily have done this.
Finn was killed by Source. If a Magister could do that, it wouldn't be a Magister. It looks more like a passenger managed to slip their collar. And the rest, well, you You see the evidence in front of you. Listen, I could use someone to keep their ears open among the passengers. Sometimes they clam up in front of a uniform. Bring me a good lead, and I'll throw in a shiny gold coin for you. How about that? Think about it. It's one of you who got killed, not one of us. We want to find who did it and bring them to justice. Who's your real enemy here? You let me know if you hear anything. Whoever did this is dangerous.
So far somebody killed somebody and they say it was Source that did that. Oh, there's crafting.
That bag is huge.
It's a nice hefty bag.
I wish I had that bag at Apex.
Everybody does.
A no doesn't become a yes over time, you know. Ah, there you are. Husband.
Husband?
Would you please tell this very charming gaggle of not-at-all brat-like babes that I am by no account this loser woman, nor do I sing, in fact. I'm deathly allergic.
Now, you see that beat this game like 100% everything. I give him mad props because these DLCs are no fucking joke. They're like the length of the game itself.
It's
the game is long.
You gotta think of it this way. My dad's the type of person who'll play that one game and one game only.
Like, oh my goodness. I thought like these DLC are like hella worth.
Also look at it this way as well. He's 100% MMOs. He's 100% in Guild Wars 2. I mean, at the time he was playing it. God only knows what else there is.
Now I'm playing this game. Yeah, I enjoy it. I'm not playing this game. I'm gonna beat it. I got Persona. I'm gonna beat it.
Yeah. Since she must have confused with someone else, look at the parcel of the dirties and say they seem well enough like brats to you. Alright, you know what? I'll play along. You think I'm your husband? Yeah, okay.
How very correct you are, spouse of mine. Madame Josephine Gribbles de P refuses to be confused with anyone else. What? What's so funny?
Her pinched face cracks into a great grin, and she shoos the children away from her with a laugh.
Yeah, okay, you found me out. Go on and get, and maybe I'll sing you something when I'm good and ready.
She turns to you, dark-eyed and dirty-haired, and smiles.
But we need to go karaoke, man.
I ain't karaoke for shit.
I feel like
gotta keep ourselves entertained, haven't we?
Not me. The last time I got karaoke, it ended up being the most embarrassing thing ever.
I don't know the story, but still.
Not me.
That's the reason Asians do it so much.
Because they're Asians.
Is that a race? What is that? Whoa! What is that? A raid? I can't. I've never seen that before.
Oh, you're playing.
Richard,
Should I stop the broadcast then?
No, I've been watching it the whole time, bro.
Oh, okay.
I can do both. I have it on my phone, and I have Spotify too while I'm watching Richard.
I cannot multitask like you.
Huh?
That's too much multitasking. I cannot multitask like that at all. Gotta keep ourselves entertained.
That was so gangster.
Guess
What
you want
was
a creative
that?
type, are you, Chief? I say they're one and the same.
Oh, to the beast, to the monster. Oh, I'm about to say the monster. I'm about to say the monster field quest. The missionary.
Nope. Trying not to find anything out either. Ignorance is bliss. The utterer, the better.
Suddenly, her eyes cloud to an unnatural black. Greyish veins run down her face, and her mouth tightens into a cruel sneer. As quickly as they came, the clouds cleared. She smiles as though no change came over her.
Good luck, Chief.
Yeah, I think it was moon wave. It has to be a moon wave. Or a night wave. No, moon wave. Oh my god.
An elf sits tucked away in a dark spot, lazily rolling dice onto the surface of a barrel. They sound like the dry cackling of an old witch.
Snake eyes.
She chuckles.
I bet that's just what they'll look like.
She shakes her head.
Game for one, I'm afraid. Rolling dice. Deciding fates. Don't worry, honey. It isn't yours.
She looks you up and down with the merest hint of a coy smile on her lips.
Never say never, though.
She eyes you quite seriously.
Not the future, no. But I can read the past in flesh. One of the perks of being an elf, you see. I'm quite good at it, too. I could lick your arm and tell you how you spent the night before last. Shall I?
So people play Apex Legends really competitive.
Yeah, but it is a competitive game.
I was playing earlier. I'm not lying, it is my fault. I take 100% blame. Because we came in second place. And we could have came first place, but it's my fault because I wasn't right behind the team. I was like literally, I just got revived, so I was leaping back up, and I was probably like, not even in real time wise, I would say I was 5 seconds away from it. You understand what I'm trying to say?
Right.
It might not seem like a lot, but 5 seconds could be, 5 seconds could be like what, 20 steps away. You know
5 seconds away is enough for them to shoot you from that distance.
Yeah, so I was like 5 seconds away, and I was right behind them, but they were like shoulder to shoulder, and I could see them from the back. But I was literally right behind them, and they were trying to make it for the room, and you heard them like, yo, go for the room, and I'm like, I'm going, and like I'm just not as fast or whatever. So I was right behind you, like pretty much you guys had like a good 5-second head start. I'm 5 seconds behind you. That's all it really was. And I got shot. And I had my shield up, and then it became a 3-on-2 inside the room, and I couldn't help nobody. And
were you revived from being down, or were you revived were you like dead and they had to like revive you from a helicopter or whatever?
Revived me from being in a helicopter, because what it was, the game was already in its last. Like there was no more circle. There was no more ring. It was like the game, like this little house, this little yard. It's where the game is at, right?
So basically, you had no wrong into that. The thing is, you got revived by a helicopter, which means you came down with no gear. You're the last. Like there was only 2 teams left, which is you and another team, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, you had every right to go look through loot. The only problem with that is that you they know when where you're being landed in, and so like they'll rush at the point where you're being resurrected. And so if anything, he shouldn't have resurrected you.
At the same time, the ring was closing in.
Exactly.
They were also running from the ring, which is I was also doing as well, and it was just like it got messy. And you hear him. It's why you usually mute the mic. But at first I was going to mute the mic, but he was the only one that had the mic. The other person wasn't. He had no mic, and I wasn't using the mic at the time. So the guy took it amongst himself to take charge. So I was like, you know what, fine, take charge. You know, whatever. And we got all of the second place, and like he was calling good shots. Don't get me wrong. It's just that moment is that I got shot down. So it ended up becoming in that house when they were huddling down, and it ended up becoming a 3-on-2 instead of a 3-on-3. And as I'm watching it, I'm like, damn, I really could have helped, because all it really was like one person. You could tell like they were crippled by being one man down in that battle, in that last battle. And I was like, God, I felt bad. And then you hear him, he's like, idiot, you fucking idiot, this is your fault. Like, oh, no, the spirit turns the fucking tell. Oh,
man. Okay, that's the thing about like games like this, like Apex and like anything that's like team-based, competitive games and all that stuff. There's always, no matter what, always a fucking asshole. And you can't. And I played too many games where there's like people like that. I choose to fucking ignore them, or I have it on the game where it's like it auto mutes everybody else, and it just turns their voice into chat.
I had that. Still doesn't work for me. Yeah, I was like that. I actually been playing. I actually do like the game. I actually been playing it.
Right.
Like on my free time, I play it for like so you can just hop in and hop out.
Yeah, it's one of those games.
I've been enjoying it. So I'm like, oh, but just that one last. I'm like, then I'm like, damn, I really do. Think about it. It's like, it's not only because he said it. It's like I was already thinking about it. Like, God, man, this is kind of my fault.
No, dude, you had to get gear.
Oh, he came out so hard on me. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry.
Nah, fuck that guy. Fuck that guy. The thing is, you came in without gear. What are we gonna do? You're gonna punch the guy? When they punch the guys when they come after you? I mean, like, what the fuck?
I thought about it. I was like, yeah, I could run and follow though, but then all I am is being a liability. I'm literally like, I have no shield, no gun. I can't even defend myself back. So I was like, let me at least pick up a gun and at least some kind of shield.
Exactly.
That's what I was trying to do. But at the same time, it was literally during when the circle was closing in the last 3 minutes of the game, 3 seconds of the game, whatever. And I was like, oh, 2 teams left.
Yeah, man, it's whatever.
I've been playing sniper a lot in the game.
I can't get into sniping.
I love the triple take. The triple take is really good, and then the longbow is also good.
Longbow is amazing.
I like using energy weapons and like heavy ammo. Like there's a weapon called devastation.
A devastation, yeah.
It's like a wind up. I love it so much. It's like. And then for the heavy round, Spitfire.
There's for the devastation. There's a augment that's suited for that and the havoc. What it does, it gets rid of the wind-up.
Oh, so just right away.
It becomes like a Spitfire, but with energy.
Nice. I work with one devastation, one Spitfire, or I will switch one out for a sniper rifle.
Yeah, I mean, like you can't let people like. You gotta also look at it this way. The game is not ranked, for one. So when you're in a match, you literally have nothing to lose and nothing. Like, you know, if you lose the match, you lose the match. Whatever.
Yeah.
It's not like you're like spending points or like money. And also, that's the second part where I'm gonna come at. The game is fucking free.
Yeah.
So you can't get mad at a free fucking game.
I just really, I wish they add like a solo portion to the game.
Me too.
Battle Royale, where I see how they have not at least not even a solo at all. Weird.
I don't think that'll be possible because the game is very reliant on team base. Yeah. If anything, they should add duos.
At least duo.
Because duos can work. I could lick your arm and tell you how you spent the night before last? Nani? Sure, yeah, go ahead, lick my arm.
A vigorous stroke of the tongue, efficient like a cat.
Oh, that's that Viking stuff.
But yeah, that's well, she basically is a seer, because she's an elf, and elves have like weird magical properties, I guess.
You were in a cellar with other sorcerers.
And she's right.
Everyone lay sleeping, you lay awake thinking of someone back home. A very special someone. You were reminiscing about the things you used to do together.
She pats you on the shoulder, consoling.
There, don't you worry, darling. Your secret's safe with me. I don't lick and tell.
The woman keeps rolling her dice. She pays you no further notice.
It was one of them. I know it.
Would you put a knuckle in it? I'm trying to concentrate.
They don't care about us. We're like cattle to them.
I'll give you that knuckle if you keep carrying
This can
on.
make you blind? Oh my goodness.
Hmm?
Picking us off one by one.
Hooch can make you blind.
Oh yeah.
I knew that other drink, what it was called, those artists in Picasso and all those favorite artists. What it's called. Sorry, the A I think it's called. But I know Hooch can make you blind. Oh.
Yeah, Hooch can make you blind, dude.
If you can keep it quiet long enough for me to listen.
I'm playing the Witcher and like, oh,
sits
I
totally
was
upright on a bench, eyes
see on my left eye.
palms
I'm like,
raised
what?
up on his knees. His beard is a cascade of meticulous pellets, each one braided through with golden medallions. He raises an eyebrow as you approach, but doesn't open his eyes.
Listen up, boy. You hear that?
He turns his head toward you, looking you up and down, and smiles before turning his attention to the ship once more.
I'm just an average man with an average plan. I wake up 9 to 5.
Listen, if you're interested. Or get gone if you aren't. The ship, of course.
Oh, feel like somebody's watching me. And I got no privacy.
A wave of sound washes over you. The unintelligible chatter of your shipmates, the groaning of wood from floor to ceiling, the boom, crash and crackle of waves around you, complaints from the sea itself.
And? Common sort of sound, isn't it? Where there's talk, there's health.
Good old
That's all
Big
you hear, though. Listen close. There now, just like that.
Squeak!
Aha!
His eyes snap open as his countenance breaks into an expression of joy. One great paw claps you on the back, the other catches you before you lose your footing.
There. You heard it, didn't you? I knew it. I knew it. Aye, this is good news, boy. Good news. It's the wheel. Don't you see, you beautiful idiot? Squeaks whenever the helmsman jerks it clockwise, which means we're heading east. Burn my beard. That means if we've been traveling for, yes, only 10.34 nautical miles to Fort Joy.
If the mailman watching, and the neighbors watching, I don't feel safe. I wonder who's watching me now, the IRS? What's that guy in the red? What's that Ergonian in the back there doing?
I don't know. I haven't talked to him yet.
Look kind of mischievous.
Aragorn can't stand around?
Not that one. He's walking around left and right. He's making a hole in the ground. Not what is he doing now? He's in a bucket. Making soup.
I don't know. I'm busy talking to a dwarf.
The dwarf leans back from the table and strokes his beard, gold medallions jingling merrily. His eyes roll over to you.
That'll be all. Thank you kindly, boy.
Little sweet fellows. These conversations are dumb long.
They're very intuitive. Yeah, in depth, yeah.
He continues stroking his beard, a beatific smile on his lips, and doesn't acknowledge you anymore.
You one of them? A divine order loyal? They killed the sorcerer, you know. They'll hide the evidence well enough, but make no mistake.
We'll hang you right over the side of this ship with it.
Oh, he's not like that. He's not like that.
Good day. Well. What have we here? A fresh face in this stale hell. Let's size you up, shall we? See if you'll do.
The lizard looks you up and down, like a farmer would a fetching horse. All of a sudden, he grips you firmly by the chin, with the intent of inspecting your teeth.
I'm inspecting your teeth, in case that wasn't spectacularly obvious. There's some discoloration, but I've seen worse. After all, one can't expect to find prime merchandise on a squalid little ship like this. Now, to business. You will answer me 3 questions. The first one is this. Can you cook? Oh, goodness, no. Don't even mention the demon's testes that are turnips. On to the second question. Can you knit, weave? In short, tailor? Yes, I can tell from your vagabond chic, a bag is as good as a shirt kind of style. I shouldn't be getting my hopes up. On then to my final query. Have you the ability to administer the upkeep of one's personal appearance? The delicate art of cosmetics is what I'm after. Just as I thought. That explains what's besieging my nostrils. So, 3 questions asked, 3 questions answered. Let's evaluate, shall we?
Yeah, you'll come on.
As per your own testimony, you have the taste buds of a dung bee, the fashion sense of a monkey in a clown suit, and your personal hygiene reminds one of a carcass rotting in the sun.
Oh, this lizard is a piece of shit.
That won't do at all, see? I'm sad to say I must deny you the opportunity to be my slave.
Excuse me?
Oh man, can you imagine partying together when we keep talking shit? I'm gonna punch him, Panda. Punch him. Don't punch him, Jordan. Punch him.
You should probably come to terms with the fact that you've half a mind, full stop. You'll never attain the rank of slave with manners such as that.
This nigga wants me to be a slave? An Aragonian wants a human as a slave.
That boy got it backwards. He's Cloud now.
This guy must be. Oh. You like you fancy, huh?
Yeah, top tier.
Own your skills, and one day you may just qualify for a position in a lesser household than mine. You keep dreaming, you hear?
This guy wants me as his fucking slave.
I spent my life singing for my slaves to bring me my supper. Finer fare than boiled roots.
Oh! I'm mistaken. We're mistaken, actually. So these lizard people are royalty. They're like uppity royalty, like they're like high elves.
But when they're in chains in the videos.
Well, they're being captured because they think we're sorcerers. They think that we casted source magic. So we're just being taken. So I assume lizard people are royalty. So basically this is like a Salem witch hunt. Like, or better yet, it's like Dragon Age, when it's like, oh, you know how to do magic. You're a bad juju. Yep, exactly. That's what life singing for slaves to bring you my supper, fine fare, then boiled roots and rotten timber too.
Meanwhile, the Magisters feast on honeyed meat behind this very wall. The indignity.
Yeah, so lizards are royalty. Oh, I wish I could talk to animals, so I'll talk to this dog right now.
I'm totally gonna do that. You don't understand. That's the first thing I want. Yo, what's going on? So this bird told me, and I mean, I literally do meet a bird. So this bird told me, and then
Trying to catch a killer here.
It's so because I want to
appetizing things coming out of plague-stricken.
Do you guys have rat? You just pick any tree you want and just go inside of it?
Who is... What do you consider a master?
Yeah.
Are humans or humanoids masters?
Like what do you feel like? Do you just like ignore us? Like, how does this work?
This is interesting so far.
The elf is reading a volume of Cranley Hubert's famous encyclopedia. He looks up. His big round eyes scan your body, absorbing every detail. He reaches out and takes your hand, turning it this way and that, examining it from every angle. Finally, he pinches your skin, gently tugging at it.
Fascinating.
He sits back and returns to his book, flicking quickly from page to page, completely oblivious to your presence.
I am reading. Is this not evident? My book is in my hands, my face turned away from you. Perhaps my eyes not on the page. Damnable things.
He grabs a metal plate and watches his reflection with one eye as the other shifts left to right and up to down. He repeats the maneuver with the opposite eye.
No, they are working quite adequately. It seems you are at fault. Predictable, really. Ah, yes. The niceties. My name is Fane. I am a scholar from... well, I am a seeker of knowledge. That is enough. It is pleasurable to meet you. Is there? Wherever do you keep it? Certainly not in your books. I have been reading this one for several minutes, and I have yet to find a single insight into the mysteries of the universe. It is simultaneously too detailed and insufficient. I know the beginning of this tale and the end, but I am rather missing the middle. Tell me, what do you know of our world's history? Oh, please. I have no interest in that. Your books are too full of it already. No, I want to know about the Celestial. I want to know about your gods. This text tells me that they created all creatures, but nothing of what came before.
I would love to know how these guys be getting my numbers. First it started with like, oh, you call me, send me word in Spanish messages. Now you actually send me text messages about some random shit. Like, really? It went from like word spam call. Spam went from calling to texting.
Where did these gods come from? Who are their people? Where are the others of their kind? Of course you don't have any useful information. Why did I expect anything else? Now please, run along. I have a world to decipher.
No amount of pestering will get the elf to take his eyes off his book or respond to your questions.
Got this one on a leash now.
As soon as the Inquisitor gets here, we'll hang you right over the side of this ship with it. I'm busy watching for clues, sorcerer. Go take your sob story somewhere else.
Everybody's running over here. Oh,
a scruffy man lounges against the wall with scarred arms folded. A sly smile playing on his face, he stares across at the Magister guarding him. Noticing you, he straightens and beckons for you to come closer.
Watch your back, new fish.
Lay down your arms.
Board, and I bet 3 months' pay it's this trambiafam.
Rolling his eyes at the Magister's warning, the man named Ifan beckons again. He leans in and adjusts your collar with a sharp tug, balancing its weight so it no longer presses unpleasantly on your neck. He winks.
Pinches less that way, right?
Hocking a phlegmy gobbet in your general direction, the Sullen Magister settles back to his task of glowering at Ifan. And now, you.
We used to know each other, more's the pity. I was his commander many moons ago. Isn't that right, Vic?
Standing far back from Ifan, the tight-faced Magister draws one finger across his throat in an elaborate fashion, but says nothing. Ifan grins, flashing pointed white teeth.
Same as he was at 14 years old. Only difference is somebody gave him a bigger sword, and now he's Johnny Big Pants. No. The dead man, Finn, is it? I'd no business with him. And I wouldn't put a man down without good reason.
He glances over at Magister Victor, who's staring back at him with pointed intensity.
Damn shame sheer annoyance isn't reason enough. Long story. Maybe I'll tell you about it in the joy.
Like The Rock.
Away from interested
The Rock
parties.
is The Witcher.
Ifan performs an elaborate pantomime of keeping quiet, one finger in front of his lips as he leans back against the wall.
We just skipped to the part where I reassure you and you shut up.
What? Didn't make it clear the first time. Scram.
Insufferable, surely.
What are you trying to hear anyway?
I'll tell you if you can keep it quiet long enough for me to listen.
It's a register, sir. Good, good. Magister Williams is just about done with the last passenger. You faring okay so far?
He tugs the collar of his uniform and chuckles.
Sorry you're upset, sir, but we all wear what we wear for a reason. You head on in now. Williams will get you sorted fast.
And if she tries to run, shoot to kill.
Standing at the center of the room, you spot a sorcerer haughtily eyeing a pair of nervous-looking magisters. They keep their crossbow trained upon her as she's being interrogated by an officer.
So you admit it then? You murdered that poor fella?
Yes, I did. But of course, that was only the beginning.
She turns her head and looks you straight in the eye.
There are others whose lives must end.
Good God, the woman's mad. You there, sorcerer,
oh, no,
go and fetch Magister Siwan. We need to do more than collar this maniac. We need to shatter
What happened?
The stream froze.
Oh, it did. That's still going.
It means your journey draws to a close. Do stick around for its finale, though, because...
She reaches for her collar and simply removes it.
Oh, shit.
I'm just about to create a scene.
Subdue her, men, quickly! If she casts Source, the Voidwalker will come. They'll end us all.
She smiles with wicked satisfaction.
Precisely.
Fight, man, fight.
Okay.
Wow, the fight seems intense. You got. What? And you got raped.
What's happened?
You got knocked the fuck out, man. Chapter 1. Congrats.
Oh no, I'm burning. Why'd I walk into the fire?
The fire.
I didn't think I was gonna be set on fire. I need to find a weapon.
Sound like me, Apex.
The young woman lies in a heap on the floor. She's breathing normally, but her eyes are wide open, like...
No.
The dwarf lies in a heap on the floor, his great beard twisted and tangled around him. He is stock still. You can't see if he's living or dead. You hear a faint thud, thud, thud. He's alive, but only just.
Oh! What happened?
return it. Water? Why, for goodness sake? Oh.
The lizard's eyes close as he slips into unconsciousness.
Are you serious?
Ifan lies motionless, curled on the ground like an animal. Under his shaggy hair, you can see green eyes fluttering as if in a nightmare. A low whine escapes his lips. His eyes flicker open, but he doesn't register your presence at all.
Lucien. Lucien.
Ifan cries out, then his eyes fall closed again. No matter how much you shake him now, he cannot be roused.
No, not the final dark. Not yet.
It's no use. Your words do not seem to reach her.
The dice roll darkly. They're rolling for me.
You've been on that boat for a while now, bro.
Hmm? Yeah, no, well, I've been talking to a lot of people and shit, so.
Not long before this thing snaps into splinters. Damn, that doesn't bode well. Onwards and upwards. Divine grace, who was that howling?
He eyes the collar circling your neck and reaches a hand towards his blade.
Another sorcerer! Even if I knew how to rip that thing off, I wouldn't. Some crazy banshee comes screaming through, and now we got void bugs swarming up top. Saw it coming, I did. Sorcerer mutiny. Your lies end here.
suddenly face to face with an undead. His skull is bizarrely angular, and a glorious jewel sits in the middle of his forehead. The skeleton is quickly leafing through a volume of Cranley Hubert's famous encyclopedia, muttering to himself.
No, no, no! What damn fools record knowledge on a pulped tree? It catches fire, it turns into must when wet, it cannot even resist acid! No wonder they're so bloody ignorant.
The skeleton looks up and notices you for the first time.
Oh, it's you. Shouldn't you be running and screaming or some such?
The skeleton groans and looks back to his book, frantically flipping from page to page.
Yes, indeed. It's the look of someone that wants to read the bloody book he's holding. Now, if you're really quite finished, I believe you have lifeboats to flee to. Do you look at me and think, why yes, there is someone with organs enough to drown? Trifling matters like water and poison do not concern me. No, damp robes are the most I have to fear. Once this glorified skiff hits the seafloor, I will simply walk to shore. Whereas you, I believe, have lifeboats to pointlessly squabble over. I believe you did. Although I was wearing the face of an elf at the time. I had a mask, rather ingeniously designed, which allowed me to take that primitive form. A mask that was stolen by that damned witch after her little scene. Still, she'll drown with the rest of these fools, and I will simply pluck my mask from her cold, dead hands. Indeed. Just as sensible as getting off a sinking ship and leaving a fellow to his business. I would say good day, but it seems quite likely that you're about to die a rather terrible death, so...
The skeleton shrugs casually and returns to his book.
Please, my time is short, although yours, I gather, is infinite.
Was painted recently, judging from its pungent scent. You don't recognize the symbol, but it's clearly warning you away. You press your palm against the door to open it. The wood feels neither cold nor warm, but simply grey. The color drains from your hand, and you are left numb.
dwarfs first, just like the old stories say.
The dwarf yanks at one of the nearby ropes to no avail.
You said there were other people down there. We need to help them.
You see those tentacles, kid? It's time for getting the hell out of here.
Thank you! There's a ladder right over there. You can go straight down.
You're gonna be the death of us here.
You can walk. Get yourself up the ladder. Wait! Find Woken!
Would sink the ship on my watch. I'm ready.
Let the games begin.
They who are about to triumph.
I thought Voidwoken was supposed to be scary. The Reaper for me.
I've faced worse.
I'll yield to none.
I'm ready. We make a pretty good team.
Let's not tarry. This old tub is about to burst.
I hear something. It's Magister Siwan, the one who put on this damn collar.
She tries to speak, but can only gape as she clutches her neck, trying to stem the bleeding of a gushing wound. With jagged movements, she raises her clenched fist and holds out a length of cloth, soaked with some kind of strong-smelling tincture. Blood quickly soaks through the cloth. Magister Siwan's mouth opens and closes, her eyes wide in terror. Blood pours out from around the bandage. Magister Siwan reaches out to you, her hand flailing. It's working. The pressure is stemming the flow of blood. Siwan clutches your arm, her eyes locked with yours. Something within the ship snaps. The floorboards shudder. Siwan struggles to her feet, clinging to you tightly. The ship lets out a deep groan, then cracks.